Turn off your cams and turn them back on.
Should I do the same?
No, you're okay. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Okay, so again now stream, internet issues. I am trying to resolve them. They do not seem to want to be resolved. Okay, Gary, sorry, go on, where we were.
As he's asking what goes on, and Rose turns the radio on, you hear your typical broadcast announcement. You know the this is the Daily News, and you hear my voice come online, and it's being broadcast to every radio in the area. Eyewitness reports that a man in robe causing absolute havoc in local area. Be on the lookout, citizens. Your local law enforcement has been deployed. There are injured people in the infirmary as we speak. Shots fired. There is absolute chaos breaking loose. All be on guard and all look out for the man in a robe. And then this is the voice of wireless transmission. Oh no, you got me saying it now.
Turn your cams back on.
This is the voice of wireless feedback, bringing you your local information update, and then you just hear and then you just hear static.
Turn your cam back on. Okay, good.
Yep. The sheriff hears this and he's like, he's thinking Promote's got a puzzled look on his face, like, how the hell does he always know what's going on in this place? He's got like no idea. He's like, okay, I don't care what happened out there, but if you bring any of that trouble into my fair town, I'll bleed you real good. And he's got like he's got a shotgun, and it's a big. Yeah, he's got he's just got a big shotgun, and he's kind of holding it, not threatening you, but he kind of shakes it at you when he says that last line, and he like stands back and looks at how they're working with Alex.
I kind of look at Rose right now when I hear this, and I'm like, your master doesn't really like me, or your friend. I mean, I correct myself when I say master. Basically, your friend doesn't really like me.
He doesn't really like many. He doesn't like many at all. Or I'll say that. He's what's the correct wording?
He doesn't trust anyone?
Yeah,
cautious.
It doesn't. It's very cautious. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm a little under the weather. So
sorry, I'm putting words into Simon's head now. IRL.
Yeah, that's good.
Tell him
he's a very cautious man.
Tell him I mean no harm, and he should know this. I only mean to share information of the maelstrom or the warp or whatever he calls it.
I'm guessing he hears this. So.
Well, I still don't know that you can actually speak to him like that. I'm just like saying you tell him.
Okay, so
yep.
You patch up his bullet wound. He still is at 6 o'clock harm. That will not change. This is kind of like without the use of some serious medical elements, he wouldn't
appearances. I mean, he's been shot, so
it's gonna take a while. But okay, so the sheriff's kind of like hovering. He's just standing around, around the front of the store, watching, looking at.
Can I hear him?
Alex. Yeah, you heard what he said, but you weren't like. It was kind of from a little bit of a distance, and he's just standing out there. The quarantine is still standing in the infirmary, I take.
I was gonna ask Alex some questions whenever he gets up, or when the nurses are done with him.
Eventually, the nurses kind of step back. He's on like a drip, to keep him hydrated, and he's been given a few painkillers. But other than that, he seems to be okay, and he's awake and coherent.
Yeah, I'll just walk over to him and ask him to sit down next to him. So, What was that all about? Why did you surprise us like that?
He looks up at you and he's like, well, to be honest, all I wanted to do was talk. And I really didn't expect that reaction, so I...
Sorry, but you're laughing because you don't expect that reaction with that terrain he used to come in, and in a city full of bandits.
Maybe he was referring, like, he was speaking to Rose and their friends, so, like, you know, that was a friendly thing.
Dude, well, what do we have here is the opening line for any kind of bandit.
Dude, if I do that to you and I end up screaming on the ground, I'll fucking kill you. No, but yes, so...
He looks... He's like, I have no idea what happened, but that thing landed next to me, and then it just felt as if all my mind was just on fire. He says it was like screaming inside his head, and he's kind of like he's got like a really sort of like weirded out face by it.
Shouldn't his eardrums be ruptured? Can he actually?
He can hear. It's not as if his ears have like exploded. It's just like
okay, yes.
You know when those people have that little bit of blood that trickles out of their ears. It's not. It's more in his head than anything.
Is dizzy? Like his ears are ringing, perhaps.
Yeah, at the moment he has a pretty awful headache.
Yeah.
And that's about it at the moment.
I imagine they are like taking like cotton swabs and just cleaning it out and giving him some painkillers and all that shit.
Yeah, they're keeping him hydrated, painkillers, everything like that. You know, normal medical assistant stuff.
Good.
And
Simon, do you...
So, yeah.
Oh shit.
No problem.
Goes on and off all the time.
It's Skype is being Skype.
Should we just rehost the call?
Yeah, well, no problem. Who wants to host it?
I can do it. I doubt my internet's gonna drop, so...
Okay, do it. Okay.
So, at this point it's starting to get a little bit later on into the afternoon. You know, after all this altercation happened and everyone's kind of been sitting in the infirmary for a little while, you know, recouping. It's probably the sun's close to going down, but it's still, you know, it's on the horizon a little bit higher up in the air. And you notice the town's guards very much, like the people on the gates and that, get a little bit more tense. Everything gets really heavily locked down. And
Excuse me.
like the sheriff, Carl, kind of walks around and he says, "Last call for anyone leaving."
Before I out of game, do I know what's the thing during the night? Like, what happens?
Okay, so basically what happens is the people who, like, there's a whole bunch of people that have been heavily corrupted by the psychic maelstrom, and it's kind of got into their heads and driven them a little bit batshit crazy. And basically they're almost like a zombie, but they're not infectious or anything like that. They're just, and they're quite capable of using certain weapons, but not. Basically, they just kill to eat. They like to eat, and yeah, so they lock down at night, and it generally keeps them out.
But they're not like they're not capable of reasoning.
They wouldn't really be capable of reasoning. They're barely capable of speech, some of them.
Okay.
And even
But
then it's
did you
simple.
say they're connected to the psychic maelstrom? fun.
The psychic maelstrom's pretty much broken into their head and taken away most of their humanity.
So they're mostly part of the psychic maelstrom, like 80% they're from there, not that humans.
Yeah, they're humans. They're humans, but their mind's been basically destroyed. They've been driven back to kind of like an animalistic state by the influence of the maelstrom.
And as
And they're-
humanity in general, do we know what's caused this, or do we just know how they act?
You know how they act as a radio. You would know that they're very much maelstrom sensitive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But I
They're very
just wondered if like the general populace would know, like, all they've been touched by the psychic maelstrom, or are they just like, all these animal husks are outside?
No, some people have their guesses, but no one's really 100%
Yeah, it's
sure.
not a scientifically known thing.
Would I know?
Yes. You would be very, very, very fairly sure. You know, that sort of. You know that it's caused by the maelstrom. You don't know what the maelstrom did, but you know it caused it.
If
Okay.
you're wondering why millions of people behave like you do anyway, so
Not
So-
really. But then
I'm
again,
joking. I'm joking.
no problem. Okay, go on.
They and yeah, so
I guess everybody would be heading off to their own house, or
yeah, you know the bartender's still there, but other than that, apart from the guards, everyone's kind of going. Apart from the few people in the shops, like there's kind of like a general store that's still open. They've got like an oil lamp that they're starting to light up and things like that. Apart from them, really, there's the people are all heading home.
Okay. One question, MC. Did the history I chose in 1, could I choose if he or she knows about it or not?
Knows about what?
The first one.
1 second, I'll have to look back to see exactly what that was.
now I'm kind of fucked as I see it.
What?
I'm kind of fucked because I don't have almost any money, and I don't live here, so.
Yes, but
You
you're
have
also in
enough-
the care of the living roots.
You have enough money on you, like enough things you can barter with to get by for the night if you had to.
I would say that the infirmary accommodates those that cannot. I mean, no.
Oh, in that case,
Also,
I
but-
mean, that's what I mean. If we were in the infirmary and it was getting dark, I was gonna propose to you that
I'm
If you can
proposed to her.
Excellent. When's the wedding?
He's keen, isn't he?
So would I know
uh,
that?
So I just got to read the fine print.
Do you want me to read it to you?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You can choose whether they.
I want to choose
they don't.
she knows.
She knows.
Okay.
Hmm.
I will message.
Basically, I put a hand on her, but not with. I take my gloves off. Can I put a hand on her, and I say, can I take refuge tonight in your establishment, as I did before. In the old times, I want to say something like that, along the lines of that.
seriously.
You just hear my reaction to that. A great big snort and laugh is like, throw him out in the streets, Ross! Throw him out in the fucking streets!
One thing.
Yep.
You have slept in a place where the brainer has been present, and you know that. It's one of his history things. You have slept somewhere near the brainer. Somewhere where he is there. Not necessarily slept with him, but you have slept in the same area as him, and you know about that.
Yeah, I mean my
So you can make of that what you will.
yeah, I asked that. Anyway, may I take refuge?
Yeah,
tonight?
I'm going to like. You see me like doing like this, like shut up. I mean, I'm like going at
I smile when she
then
does
I
that.
go to then I turn to the brain and say, not you. You can.
No, I smile when she does that, and I'm like,
I'm like, yeah. I just look at you and like, as long as you're not, no surprises. Don't,
and I put like my hands
do
up
not.
a bit, like this. Put my hands up and I say, I promise.
And I nod. You can stay. I'm watching you.
I take my gloves, I put them up on my hands again, and I say, thank you. I shall go talk to our friend now. And
Can
I
I
go.
roll in? Sorry, carry on.
I wanna go to the quarantine.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now
I
on
just wanted to quickly roll
Yep.
another Augury. I don't even know how to say it.
Oh, dude,
It's-
that
it's-
you're
it's what
abusing
it-
that skill. You're abusing that skill.
It doesn't say that it
No,
has
it's
any
not.
caps on
It's,
it though.
it's not. The radio gets to use his skills a lot because he's never truly present.
I mean,
And that's the.
I mean, I can roll to punch you if you want, but I can't actually do that.
Yeah, that's like he's because the radio's not present, and that's sort of like his only way of contact with the world. Otherwise, the radio is pointless.
And plus, if I fuck it up, like, the potential for
Oh,
any
if you-
any
it's got a
ability to interact
downside.
with anyone, it could lock me out for, depending on how bad I roll, it could lock me out for days if he decided to.
Okay,
So
go.
yes,
Of course,
you
our-
can roll.
but of course, our DM's nice and would never do that.
Never
Swear on your
underestimate me.
dice.
9. Lucky man. Okay, so what are you doing?
Can I keep it secret and keep it safe?
So you mean like PM me
Yeah,
or what? Okay, yes, you can do that.
and I swear to God, if it affects you, you'll know. So don't be paranoid.
Too late.
No, I'm not paranoid.
No, I'm
Okay,
just
bro.
saying, in general, whoever it affects, I'll tell them it affects them as well.
Sane in the membrane.
Okay.
You can carry on if you want, it shouldn't affect anything.
Yeah, I know. I go at the quarantine,
Okay, so you go out to the quarantine.
and I
I'm there.
say,
What do you mean?
like, want to chat?
I don't have anything better to do, do I? So.
Like, we stay down at the table and such.
Yeah. Sure.
And I basically explained to him, like, this one time was in the city, tapping into this maelstrom, and then something very weird happened.
I'm sorry. Can I? This one time I was tapping this chick. Sorry,
Yeah.
Go for it.
This one very strange thing happened. I have no idea what it was or what I did, but something did happen. I entered something, someone or somewhere, and it went. It did not go well, and I've been searching for people that have connections to this maelstrom, other than the brutes out there. And I go into like I do a little bit of a sidestep, and I explain to him a bit about these brutes and what happened to them, because he looks like, I mean, my imagination of him is like he's following, but he looks a bit like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, like I kinda sorta know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I kind of explain, when I see his face, I explain. I explain the brutes, I explain how the maelstrom goes, and
Basically, what you can explain to him about the brutes is that the maelstrom is the cause of their syndrome, and that's about it. You don't know
Yeah.
the specifics of it.
yeah, I know. That's why I say, like,
Yeah.
the maelstrom caused it, and people, some people have the power to tap this maelstrom with their, and I tap my head, basically. And I've been searching for people that can do that, but it seems that this radio character does not want to be found.
Well, I kind of can. I can kind of imagine why. It's like keeping state secrets. You never want the person that keeps them to be found.
There are no secrets anymore.
I tend to think you're wrong, but so why that woman? Why her?
She followed me, kind of bad, and then she said, I mean, you saw the conversation. She was speaking or using her mind or something. She was talking to this man, using her mind, and it's the first time I've met somebody to have a connection with such a man, and it intrigued me. I did not intend, as you saw, I did not intend to harm her at all. I did not harm her, and I intended to leave after I talked to you. But things happening as they did, I could not. She followed us. It was just further proof of what happened, but she is not a bad person. She is a good one to this town, and well, we have some history.
I kind of chuckle and. Well, I gotta be honest with you. I'm broke. I have close to no money, and I need to make some. So,
Dude,
do you have any idea how we can?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, but don't worry. We can stay here tonight. Rose is okay with it. I have people come to me when they need things done. If you understand what I mean.
Well, I can help you get things done.
Okay.
I'm sure she can as well.
I'm always looking. I have always been looking out for somebody to be my. I won't say second in command, just partner, but and you seem like the perfect one because nobody can control you. I do not trust her completely, but I'm okay with taking her as well if you come.
From what I see, life in an infirmary doesn't suit her. She's not the type of woman that used to be in the... that I used to see whenever I got hurt. She's more of a field person. Is she walking around? Rose, what are you doing right now? Are you sitting somewhere, strolling?
I am.
Uh,
I'm probably looking over Alex and see if he needs anything. See if he. Yeah. How does he look?
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I
yes.
continue this conversation. I say yes, we shall find work tomorrow. I shall talk to the sheriff. He has come to me. MC, can I suppose that people have come to me with like basically do this, do that, and I reward you with this kind of thing? I mean, jobs.
Well,
basically.
the people that would do that, it's more utilizing your brainer powers. That's how you've got in your spot. It's kind of, no one would really talk about it, you know, it's a shifty deal here, a shady deal there, you know, things like that. But everyone kind of knows, even the sheriff.
Yeah. Okay. No,
You kinda
I
lets you
can I
go, 'cause
suppose that
sometimes,
I suppose that I helped him sometimes, like in certain things he has come to me and I've done what he requested.
yes.
Okay, good. I see. Like, yeah, I know the sheriff, and or mayor or reader or whatever he wants to be called. We have dealings before. I'm sure we can find a deal that can suit both of us. I do need to ask you something. Do you happen to have an extra gun? And I look at like his, not that big old thing, but something smaller.
I take out my 9mm and I pull it on the table. I don't trust you with a gun.
Okay,
I don't trust you with your arms. Not to mention your gun.
I do not need to touch you with the gun. I am asking for it when a situation may need.
If I cannot get to you and you show me that you can be trusted, I will entitle you with
I
this.
could just leave right now and leave you to find your own way. I am offering help, I am offering a job, and I am offering a place to stay for the night. I mean, Rose is offering a place to stay for the night, but I am the one offering the job and the money. I think that I have proven, at least in the bit, that I am not intending anything evil or malicious or any kind of word you'd use for it.
To me, you all are a bunch of weirdos. If the world wasn't like, as fucked up as it is, I wouldn't even let you breathe for more than a second. But sure, we'll see how tomorrow goes.
As you say, the world is as fucked up as it is. You hear a spray of assault rifle bullets coming from up on top of the wall.
I look at him and I say, there is the opportunity to make a good impression, shall we? And I basically point at the gun. After I've explained to him all about the brutes.
Yeah. I get up and I pull the safety off the gun, kind of dramatically.
I guess
The gun I'm
this as
saying
well.
I'm pointing at the 9mm.
Oh, the 9mm. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm taking 9mm. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Right. So
Okay.
we'll be going there, I guess. Go to the roads or whatever.
Okay, so that there, kind of that.
Okay, you
I should
wanna
have saved this.
draw something here?
I've got kind of the map of the sort of. You guys can all see what I'm drawing currently,
Yes.
can't you?
Yes, we can.
Yep.
1 second, I'm
Cool.
always seeing the old map. Let me just
Move
reload.
to the new page.
Yeah, I forgot I'm on the. Just move.
Okay, so you were all just here,
Okay.
and you've heard the gunshots from up here on a tower. It's probably about 8 foot in the air, and he's kind of shooting over this fence, and you're hearing this guy screaming like ridiculously loud, screaming for people to come help him, and he's just mowing down things.
Okay, I run towards him and I start throwing grenades all over the wall. At first, I'm aiming at where the guy is shooting, and then I want to try and go up to him after I've thrown a couple of grenades and I'm waiting
So
for a
you-
reaction from him, basically after I've thrown the grenades.
So basically, like how your pain wave projector works is you throw it, it goes off, you go pick it up, and you can use it again. I assumed you picked it up when you left the scene, so I'm not going to punish you for not particularly
crushed it.
saying that.
I crushed it.
It's a reusable.
I crushed
cannot-
it.
It's
crush it.
reusable.
You cannot crush it. What?
You cannot.
Really?
He did say he crushed it,
I
and
did say
I crushed
it's
it.
a bit of high-tech technology. So I say you picked up the scraps, but I'd say it's busted at the moment.
Okay.
It's high-tech.
Okay.
All the more reason to throw it over
Then
the
I
wall.
look at the quarantine and I say, I need a weapon. You have already crushed mine.
So the guys on the roof shooting at things.
So yeah, okay. 1 second. I'll just
I thought they were more. I thought I had like some.
No,
grenades.
it's a reusable grenade rather than a
Can
thing.
you-
So he's
okay,
up
so-
here on the wall,
Okay.
that red dot,
Yes.
and I'll color you guys in blue. So you're coming out here in the street. The sheriff is, the sheriff's up here, what's going on. And there's a couple of other guards, coming. They're all sort of people are flooding out. Does anyone else in the group move? at this,
How wounded was Alex?
Alex has a headache, but he's functional.
I say I say quarantine. I need a weapon. I say I say Howl 1. I need a weapon. I'm not a blank
So
one. Sorry.
I just want to ask, what is the guy shooting at? Do we see what he's shooting at? Is he shooting in the air?
You're not there.
He's on top of a tower,
Yes.
shooting down over a wall.
So okay. So I don't see.
And you hear these bullets flying down, and shells clattering down, and kind of not screams, but kind of sounds from over the wall.
So I kind of turn back to the high. I raise my hand a bit in a wait motion, and I yell "Hey, you there! What are you shooting at?"
he completely ignores you. He's
Brutes.
just gunning things down.
I say brutes are coming. Give me a gun, or I shall go find down one on in other ways.
I have to ask
Did-
something. The stun
Yes.
gun I have.
Yes.
How is it? Just. It's not. Do I have to be close for that?
Your stun gun, it's like a taser gun thing. You know, you can shoot it out. It's fairly close range. You'd have you'd have cartridges, but it'd take, you know, a little bit to reload and all that sort of stuff.
Okay, I just wanted to know if it was like a really close range. I have to be like you can like shoot
No.
out. Okay.
You could use it in melee range if you wanted to, but it's a stun gun. It's like shoots out. At this point, you hear like the things bashing on the metal and kind of the gate swaying back and forth a little bit. And over the wall, you hear the sounds of gunshots.
Quarantine. Gun fast. Or we should leave.
Yeah, I kind of hand him the 9mm, and I'm like, don't hurt anyone. And I just kind of like go back to the door and take cover and aim at the metal door.
Okay.
I just
I
sorry.
shout at the mayor and I say, "Have your men to take cover. The gate is not gonna last long. We should bottleneck them at the gate. Sorry, at the neck."
Close.
Bottlenecking.
Bottleneck them
Okay.
with throat.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm there as well. I mean, I woke
So
up.
you run out, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just tell Alex to just. I just tell both of them actually, just you two move together. You don't
Yeah.
separate while that madman's there.
I could do
So
it.
you're there.
Looking at it.
Um, And at this point, you know, there's a few other guard members running out, and when they hear you say that, they come here and sort of stand with you, kind of, you know, readying at the weapons. Also, Chucky, I have to ask, how do you delete a particular bit of, like, one circle, if I wanted to
You
delete
press
one
it
circle?
and you press it and you delete. Just press it. It should appear like there should be
Okay.
like that. Yeah, and I kind of like point to them. Form a line. Everybody point at the gate.
So the commander falls
We kind of
back
crouch.
to the-
We kind of. I mean, if they listen to me, we kind of crouch and point our weapons towards the gate.
Yeah, they're kind of, you know, standing there with all their guns readied. The guy up on the wall is still blasting away and then reloading and blasting away. Eventually, you see just a spray of blood come out of the side of his head, and him just fall off the tower and onto the ground.
Okay. When this happens, I say, "Everybody, be ready." Are they crouching and pointing, as I said?
Yeah, they're kind of in formation that, you know, they're looking. They're kind of the ones on the like the ones that just came running out here are kind of shuddering a bit. The captain looks quite ready.
Okay. I say, "Be
Um,
ready. Shoot, and aim for the head."
And the gates kind of keep getting bashed for a little bit, and nothing seems to happen until you hear sort of a spray of machine gun bullets and you see the holes run up through the gate, and then they burst open.
Okay. I will
And
start
what you
shooting
see,
at the head.
you start shooting as soon as it's burst.
No, I mean, with opens, I see somebody going in, I start shooting. I mean,
Okay.
we don't wait for anybody to speak.
No, you don't wait.
I mean,
you don't
no,
wait.
I said to everybody, when you see them, you shoot. I mean, burst open the door, what would you
Yeah,
expect?
that doesn't
Wait.
mean everyone's gonna
That's-
do it. Though.
yeah,
I think
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
yeah.
don't know shit. Like,
I say
Bear in mind the
say
whole-
shoot.
Bear in mind the whole town's looking for a psychic nutter who's causing trouble, who's dressed in a robe.
Yeah.
Anyway, I still
So
stay shoot and I
they-
start shooting at the head.
the gates open, and in bursts a whole bunch of people in like their tattered clothing. They look fairly muscular, but at the same time they're very, very lean. They have like a crazed look in their eyes, and they start They start funneling into this place, and
Nobody shoots at
what?
them.
No. You start shooting at them.
Yeah, I start shooting at them the exact moment I see
Um,
one going in.
Can you roll plus hard for me, please? This is seizing by force.
Fuck,
Mhm.
that's not good.
Okay.
And I warned you, don't
Um,
hurt anyone.
So these guys come in, and you're standing there waiting, and you were so focused on everyone else, like telling everyone else to start firing, that you weren't really paying attention. And when the doors burst in, you kind of panicked a little bit and you started shooting, and your bullets are just going everywhere but in the place you want it to go. You're like clanging off the metal gates in some spots, hitting the door, and you completely just stuff up your attack.
Okay.
Um,
Nobody else?
what do you do? Quarantine.
Alright, so those things start, people or things start swarming in.
Yeah, they start pouring in.
Are these the brutes that he mentioned or not?
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah,
These are
certainly
the
are.
routes I explained to him about.
I kind of like hesitate for a second until everybody else starts shooting because of how unsure I am about all these things, and after that I start shooting myself.
You start shooting yourself.
Okay.
Shooting
well,
yourself.
Okay,
Yes,
you
I-
shoot yourself, you're dead.
I can't the legend. Boom.
Okay, so can you give me a roll plus hard, please? And mark XP.
Sure.
8. Okay. So you get to choose 2 of the options under Seize by Force. Now these options are: you take definite hold of the situation. That's like option 1. Option 2, you suffer little harm. Option 3, you inflict terrible harm, like amazing amount of harm. And option 4, you impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy. You get to choose 2 of those.
So I get 2 of those. Okay, I'm going to do a combat roll, deal terrible damage, like with the auto fire machine gun, and like mow down all those people and frighten them.
And frighten them. Okay. So you shoot them, and basically, like as the swarm comes through, you're a trained military fighter, and your machine gun just cuts into them. You unload a full clip, or a full magazine into this group of people, and you deal 4 harm, which is a lot. It's spread amongst the group of people. It's a gang, and so that means, just trying to find the exact rules on a gang. Okay. Flawless holding, surplus want.
This is an interesting
Okay.
image.
You deal 4 harm and just cut into them. They do not look frightened at all. But when you start shooting into them and they start, like the front ones start dropping like flies, the 3 red dots, the 3 town guards, just open fire as well. And they deal a further 1 harm in total. They're not very well trained.
God damn it.
And the sheriff kind of hits with a big shot of his shotgun, but that's about it.
We continue
What do
firing, I
you-
guess.
No, what does
Rose.
do.
what does Rose and Alex? Well, like Alex, you don't get to choose what he
Yeah,
does,
he's
but
like-
what does Rose do?
I imagine he was fired with everybody else as part of the one harm.
Yeah. I will try and as I rush out, I will try and fire at the one of with my stun gun at the one that is closest, I guess. But I'm not trying to go too far from the group.
Okay, so you shoot with your stun gun. It kind of shoots out. Can you give me a roll?
2d6.
2d6 plus. You are +1 hard, so +1.
10.
10. You stun the shit out of one of them. It like catches him, and he just like all his muscles contract, and he just falls flat on his face.
Oh.
You discharge your cartridge and load in another one. Like you start to load in another one.
Yeah.
Alex has no gun. So he just like he goes up to the quarantine and says, you know, I need my revolver. Where'd you put it? Where's my revolver?
I kind of search through my, I guess, belt, and I kind of give it to him.
Okay. He pulls it out. He pulls it out and shoots and nails one in the head, dealing in a further 2 harm.
Can I cast it? Sorry, can I make a roll for another augury?
Yes. What do you wish to do?
We'll see if I get it first. Oh, nailed it.
Okay.
Is there any obvious leader out of these lots? From Alice or Rose's view, can we discern?
You just see a
inevitable-
swarm of things coming in. You don't really have. You can't see anything that particularly stands out from them.
And having combated them in the past, would I know that by doing something in the maelstrom to them would it have any effect on them? For example, if I was going to play the 56k modem over the maelstrom, would that have an effect on them?
They wouldn't necessarily.
And if I isolated them from the maelstrom, would that have an effect on them? Or shall we find out?
No, but that wouldn't have an effect on them. They're because they're a completely physical being. It's not like they'd revert back to a human. But like, what you could do is, you know, you could give tips basically on how, like, if you were to protect someone from the maelstrom or isolate and contain a fragment of the world's maelstrom. I don't know. It depends how exactly what you want to do that, like, works out how effective it would be. There's no
Well,
like, clear
there's two options. One I know I can do anyway, and the other one was middle finger. Excuse me, the world I've just sworn at. The other one was just any way that affecting the warp would affect this combat whatsoever. If there's not, I have a complete other idea of what I will do. But
I don't think you would be able to affect the warp to tip this combat.
right, but then I just protect Alex from the maelstrom as well. Assist and be stable with.
Okay. Yep, you do that. So more of these things flood in, and then you see, like, there's maybe 2 of them that kind of like come in behind the rest and sort of shoot a spray of assault rifle bullets in towards like the main group and the sheriffs. And especially they shoot towards like the quarantine, who just mowed down everyone. And they shoot, so could I get you to roll plus your cool and mark experience, remember?
Sure, 1 second. So... Nine.
9.
Okay. So, you have a 9 on your cool. This book is confusing. And it always decides to not show me where to go. So basically, that's a high partial success, so you should be able to get decent things from this. Okay. So you're acting under fire, and what you're trying to do is kind of, get down, get a more defensible position without suffering as much damage as you normally would. So as these guys come in, you didn't expect people to come in armed with fully automatic weapons, so you kind of flinch, and you can avoid their gunfire, but in order to do so, you will have to jump fully prone on the floor in front of you.
Yes, sure, why not?
Yes, okay, so you kind of do like a little dive and you land on the floor in front. And these things, they've sprayed their assault rifles, and these things pour in, and at this point a few of them reach these two town guards to the left. And
How many could we see? How many can we see?
you can see there is a lot of them. There's probably about, including the two that were shooting with those assault rifles who are still back at the doors, there is probably about 12 left.
Okay. I wanna
And-
go into like the first building that I can, like near us. I wanna go
Or you
inside.
could duck into one of the corridors here.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, you duck in there. These things reach the two town guards, and the town guards shoot two or three of them, and before they kind of get overrun. And yeah, what do you do? You're currently on the ground, Quarantine, and they're extremely close to you. So Dahai runs into the corridor, and Rose and Alex are left standing there.
Can I shoot, get up and run, or can I only do two of those?
You can sort of get up and get back to exactly where you were, because at the moment you are so the high's moved over there, and you're you dive. God damn it! Everything's moving. And you kind of moved forward slightly. So you're about there. You could probably get up and back up a little bit, maybe back to where Rose and that are, but you couldn't attack, and yeah.
Yeah, so I'll run back, and I'll try and run after the high, while yelling to Rose and Alex to get back inside.
Okay, so you get to about here-ish.
Could I,
Okay.
looking at the, considering it's high tech, could I basically put that together, fast with a grenade? Or is it I need time and
You would need
tools?
time. You would
Okay.
need time and a few tools. Not necessarily high tech. You wouldn't, how it works, so you wouldn't need to get a savvy head or anyone to do it. But it will definitely take a little bit of time. Apart from that, these guys here are overrun, and there is about 6 or so of these creatures there. At this point, Carl lets off another shotgun blast and takes 2 of them down. It's badass. He just shoots and both go. Rose, what do you do?
How many is the one guy left?
There is 3 left in this area. There is 2 there with assault rifles that are currently. There are 2 back there with assault rifles that are currently reloading.
Can I like, is this a bad guy? Can I just take a shot at him and back off?
No, he's not a bad guy. He's part of the town guard. He's just really
Oh.
sure.
So, exactly where am I? I mean, like, I'm on the blue dots.
You were one of the light blue guys. Yeah, you're him. Or her.
Okay. Think I should not put myself in open fire, so I'm going to move a little bit to where the others are, into the alleyway.
So you're going to move, you can move definitely in there. And Alex follows you straight up.
Yeah.
You all kind of duck into that corridor. The quarantine, eventually you make it in there.
Before I make it in there, I want to shoot the things that are like the things that are nearest to the sheriff and yell to get in here, Adam, or get away.
Okay, so you unload with your assault rifle into the 3 there. Could you please make a seize by force roll?
That's hard, or
Plus hard. Yes, and mark experience.
While all this
11.
is going on, just for pure roleplay, can all of the radios in the town come on and we can be playing war?
Yes. At the moment, the radio from the infirmary that was never turned off, you just hear wah. Yeah.
And I'm
that's
looking
what- that's
through my
what you
followers.
hear.
I'm getting my boogie on in the hood. I'm looking through people.
And now you let off a spray of assault rifle pellets, and you get to pick 3 of these options. You take definite hold of the situation, you suffer little harm, you inflict terrible harm, you impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy.
Can he choose like terrible harm 2 times, or only once?
Only once.
Okay.
So I will take control of the situation and sort of get the attention of the sheriff and whatever. I will try and scare them off, or distract them somehow to leave the sheriff alone so he has time to get here. I guess scaring him off would be the best. And then I only have 3 options though, don't I?
Yeah, so we can get all the
there's
good
4
ones.
options and 3.
What was the
You
other
have-
option? What the other 2
You
options?
take definite hold of the situation, you suffer little harm, you inflict terrible harm, you impress, dismay, or frighten your enemy.
Oh yeah. Terrible harm, frighten, and take control of the situation.
Okay. You spray your gun across, and these 3 things just drop dead. You cut a few of them in half.
So there are
And-
about 9 left.
No. That is the total amount in the middle dead. There's a lot dead on the floor, and then there are 2 more left in the doorway with assault rifles.
Oh, so that's
Who
it.
then promptly, yes, you just killed a lot, including the sheriff. Now, the sheriff, I'll move this back to where it's supposed to be. The sheriff is like, he sees you do this, he hears you say what you did, so he kind of takes a step back into that corridor. Just get out of the way, and these things just unload their assault rifles directly into the quarantine.
Roll call.
And you take 2 harm.
Okay.
And after that, you get hit and you can kind of stumble back into cover. So
Absolutely, yes, I'll do that.
so these guys are out there. They've kind of unloaded their clip. They're incredibly inaccurate. They were very lucky to hit you. And what does everyone do at this point?
I want to shoot back.
You want to shoot back? Give me a roll.
Still hard.
Yes, plus hard. You have -1 to that.
And then, yeah, I can't do anything else.
Yep.
6.
6. You lean out, and from the angle you're leaning out, you pass the gun into your left hand to try and lean out and shoot them without getting shot, and you let a few rounds go, but you're not particularly experienced with guns, so the bullets fly over their heads and such. They don't seem to be too phased.
Okay.
At this point, Rose, they are out of range of your taser, because they're probably about 15-20 meters away. So, do you have anything you want to do? Nothing?
Rose?
Your mic is muted.
Yeah, noticed that. So I can't reach them with my gun.
No,
So, and how many were there?
there's 2 left.
Two left. There's no way I can try to read the situation and then try to talk with them what they want or something like that. Or there's no.
You can try.
It's like is it a roll sharp for that? Or something cool or.
As you would know that these guys are pretty unreasonable. They're not really
Yeah.
guys at all. You would
Yeah.
talking
Mindless
to them
thoughts.
would just yeah.
Actually accomplish anything.
You'd be probably wasting your breath.
Yeah. Shit, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel very useful right now.
And that's the thing with the angel.
Yeah,
You're useful, but certain situations you just
not very useful.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to chill, I guess. Maybe I can look around and see if there's any better position we can get into. I don't know. Probably in our best position right now.
Well, you're in cover now, and you can still
Yeah.
defend the door, so it's probably the best.
Yes.
What's your other weapon? Oh no, you took the angel kit, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's got the angel, but he took a stun gun.
Dun,
so
dun, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want that.
I was thinking he should have had another small weapon, but of course it's instead of the angel kit, isn't it?
no, you get the angel kit, but he took a stun gun as the small weapon.
Yeah.
So at this point, Alex lets off around with his revolver, and he hits this he hits this thing square in the head, one of them, and it falls to the ground dead. This other one lets out a spray of bullets, and everyone's behind cover, so it really doesn't do anything. You guys, the sheriff comes out, he shoots it, the thing dies, and you're left with a pile of bodies, a set of open doors to the city, and what do you do?
Is there no
Oh,
sign of
me-
hostility?
I say fastly bar the doors.
Yeah, I'll immediately get out. Rose, Alex, bar the doors. I'll go to the sheriff. You'll need to learn how to shoot.
Can I just call in one of my people to help with the assistance of repairing the?
I basically
barricade?
put hands on both of the remaining guards, and I say, "Come on, help us."
What remaining guards?
You said that there were 2 guards to arrive.
Dead. Nope.
They're
The
dead?
2 guards just got mauled.
Ah, okay.
Um,
I searched their bodies, very fast for the weapon they got. The first weapon I see, but also try for anything. I take it and then I go and help.
Yeah, you the first weapon you'd see, they kind of had it in their hands. You can just walk past and pick it up. It's like an old hunting rifle type thing.
Okay, hunting rifle. I get that. And if I can fast reach to search for the cartridges he had on him.
Yeah, you find a couple of ammo things in the pouches and you pick them up. He's well and truly dead.
The other one is
As
the other
you
one
s-
weren't truly dead? I mean, both of them are, or only one of them?
Both of them are dead.
Okay.
Both of them are dead. The captain is still alive. He's over behind cover. In fact, he's unharmed.
Both have hunting rifles.
Yes.
I
both
want to
of them.
take
It's
the
kind of like
cartridges from the other guy as well, and then I go to the door.
Yes. I assume I'd see you like looting bodies at this point.
I'm
right?
like very fastly doing it. So I'm not trying to like thoroughly loot it. I'm basically like get this to protect me if any more come.
Okay. Are the doors getting barred?
you are currently barring the doors.
Yeah.
You're like closing them up. So you close them up, and you're repairing them. Rose, are you doing anything with your healing at this point?
I'm hurt.
I'm going to. I've Quarantine was injured, right? He
Yeah.
was a god.
I took
shot.
your harm.
Yeah.
What time is it? Going to get worse
Like-
or? Is it the
Oh,
right?
he's at 6 o'clock, so
Okay,
he's
so-
fine. He's like, it will not get worse. It will get better over time.
Okay.
Better, faster if you help him.
They don't heal over time. They don't heal after 6 o'clock, do they?
Okay. So I'm
After
going
nine-
to.
9 o'clock.
I will approach and I'm just nudge him to come beg him to come closer. I'm going to healing touch him.
Healing touch. Yes.
Healing.
Give me a roll.
Radio,
shall.
what are you doing?
The radio's gadgets are going off.
What is happening?
So,
Nothing.
nothing. He's okay. So healing touch. Could you please roll plus weird, which for you is
Plus one.
+1.
I mean, does he? Does he accept? Does he have to? Can he resist?
You just well, I guess he could resist, but
I trust you. I wouldn't resist.
I just say, don't worry. I will help you. You can trust me.
I apologise for the interference in the broadcast. Very
I really hope this will work this time.
Come on.
Okay.
Yes.
10.
It's
Nice.
nice.
Like you feel this sort of like warmth rush through you, and your wounds close a little bit, and you are currently now at 3 harm.
And while they're doing that, I just say, well, I don't mind doing any of this. I'm just like calling receiver number 2 and just telling it to get our ass to the front
Yep.
while it's quiet, and bring some people with some guns and nail that thing back up. Be like twice as good as it did last time.
Yep. You guys hear a knock from this gate, like a solid,
A bash? Or...
like rapping. It was kind of, well, it wasn't a bash. It was like someone knocking.
I run towards it and I opened.
Whoa.
You open the gate.
Don't.
I don't like open.
don't
I
do
don't bash it open.
Godzilla.
Is there something? Shh. Is there something that I can see through? What's on the other side?
No, it
Okay,
is a flat
then-
metal
Okay, I go up the. I go up the
to the watchtower.
wall. Yeah, no, to go up the wall and basically peek over.
Okay, so you walk up, there's like a little, you climb up a little makeshift ladder, and there's like a platform for them to stand on, and you can kind of look over the wall at them. Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay, you look over, and it's just a guy standing there. He's got 2 other guys flanking him, like they're both on his side, and they're all armed, and they're just like, what the hell happened? We came here to help.
I look at them and I say, well, situation is under control. Put your weapons down and I can let you in.
They kind of like they like lower their weapons, but they don't put them on the ground.
I say, I cannot let you with your weapons inside. You need to put them down.
Assuming I hear him speak to someone.
You're on the other side of the whole thing.
Yeah, but you're yelling down the wall.
Mm,
I don't know.
the-
Yeah.
He can hear what you're saying. He
Yeah.
can't hear what they're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
Well,
like,
he can kind of,
who
but
the
it's
fuck are
distant.
you speaking to up there?
3 guys armed front gate.
Do you know him?
No,
Does he know him?
I say, do I know him?
So
Like, does he know him?
Have I seen them
the
before?
main guy kind of bends down to put his gun down, and the other two kind of follow him
Okay.
and say, "Just let us in. We mean you no harm."
And we nod. You, yes, I understand. And I open the door.
I'm kind of on my guard at this point, not knowing whatever.
Yeah, basically when I go down, I don't see anything, but I look back at them and I point, like I do this hand motion, like attention, everybody, here, guns. I basically point guns and I open the door.
Okay.
Okay, so what happens, CM?
They So this guy walks in and he's like, we were told to come here. We're meant to help.
And I kind of think, and I say, who told you?
That's not important. We heard gunshots. Our commander, he said, we should head down.
Okay, I say, go in, leave your weapons here, I'm gonna give them to you after you talk to the sheriff.
He kind of like looks at you really funny. He says, "Don't you leave them out there."
No, I'm taking them in.
And then he says, "Come on, boys," and they run over and they start to patch up that gate. Like they've got tool belts and things like that. They were clearly prepared for the situation.
I kind of look weird at this. Like, what the fuck? And okay, and then I leave them be. I take the weapons. Can I take notice of what weapons they had?
The main one has they're pretty much, when I say hunting rifle, I mean, any collection of similar weapons that are, your bolt action rifle here, your lever action here, just, very similar hunting rifles. Like 2 of them have hunting rifles, 1 of them has a hunting rifle and old revolver.
Okay, I take all the weapons and I put them I put them in the first house that I see, or the first establishment. Oh, the bar is there. I put them at the door of the bar.
Okay.
And I kind of look at the sheriff and I say, I basically nod to them and I nod to the weapons.
Yeah.
Does he react?
So he nods back at you and he's looking at, he's a little bit shaken over what's happened, but he just he says they're good guys.
Okay.
And
I basically
sort of
point the guys to their guns and I leave them there. I mean, I don't take them. I just, here they are, and I close the gate.
yeah, they're walking they're over, they're on the gate, they're hammering things together and things like that.
Okay, good. I walk towards, who was it? I walk towards the sheriff, and I tell him what is it? That one really saved your asses here. I think some token of appreciation is in order, and I basically point at quarantine.
Do I hear this?
I don't want to hear it. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't want him to hear this. I don't. I mean, I'm not.
You
saying
may
it,
or may not
yeah.
want me to, but I'm just
Yeah, I'm not whispering. I am
you,
saying it normally. I'm saying it normally.
So if he called him out there, so I'm just gonna get everyone in position here.
I mean, I'm not doing it intentionally so he doesn't hear it, but I'm not doing it like you need to hear it.
I believe the rule of the game is if you want to do it, then do it.
Okay, I jump, I grab my ass, and I pull out the unicorn, and I start riding towards the gate.
You what? Wait, you what?
No, Gary just said it. Wires just said that if I want to do it, I can do it. So.
No, if you want to do it, then try and do it.
Can I go for weird? See if I pull out the unicorn.
You don't pull out a unicorn.
Sorry. Continue on.
It'll be a psychic maelstrom unicorn. I'll let you roll it if you want, but I can't
Eat your
confirm that
ass.
bad things won't happen. Okay.
Oh, we can have.
So you're talking. he's kind of focused on the gate. He doesn't exactly hear what you say, but like they're looking back at you. You kind of notice they're talking in regards to you, but you don't hear the words they're saying.
I'll get closer to them.
So when you hear them, you'll walk closer to them.
Yes.
Okay.
So you
see
basically
him
just
walk
stop
closer to
doing
you.
this? Yeah, I don't mind. I'm waiting for a response from the sheriff. If he doesn't, I'm gonna repeat the same thing I just said.
The sheriff looks at you and he says, "I just had the front door of my town kicked down. The
Then-
people are huddled in a bunker in the back. 2 of my best guards just got mauled and pretty much eaten alive. What can I give you?"
Okay, what do I hear any part of this? Like 2 of my best people.
Yes, you would hear that part.
All right, I'm gonna just speak out. You can give me the chance to teach your people how to actually shoot, because your best people were shit.
And I
He
look
looks
at
over
them.
at you and he says,
Okay, so
they weren't trained for this.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm gonna train you.
and I
If
look
you
at
let me,
him
that
and I
is.
say, we need shelter, we need weapons, we need people, and any kind of repairman you've got.
So at the beginning of the Terminator, I need your guns, your
I
clothes.
basically say that I'm saying this in support of what he's saying. I'm basically backing him up. That's why that's my intention.
I'm kind of look at you a bit like annoyed by you, Oliver. Can you stop asking for things? We're here to help these people, not to just calm down. Let me handle this. You have no idea how to. Okay?
I still say what I said.
Yeah, I know. But,
Yep. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of guys working on this gate, and you were also over here just to keep up on the map so we don't lose track. So you were over here now, and there's 3 guys working on the doors, and then you hear a call, Chief, and the sheriff. It's directed towards the sheriff, and he looks over, and they're calling out to him, and they say, "We ain't got enough to make this hold for long." And he says, "What do we need?" It says nuts, bolts, maybe a welder. And he sort of reacts he's a little bit distraught by that. The ones who have lived in Apocalypse World would know that something like a welder is quite rare. So a working bit of machinery is quite rare.
When I hear that, can I
We have
make
a
a
set
play?
here.
Can you what?
Can I make a play?
You can do something. You can.
Yeah, I would like to use crowdsourcing. You can ask the World Psychic Maelstrom for the name of the person who can help you best with your current problem. State the problem as your proposed solution and roll plus weird. On a 10, you get their name and location. On a 7 to 9, you get their name and location, but someone else also learns the name and location. On a miss, someone else learns the information, but I don't.
Okay, you can. Okay. Can you give me a roll?
Yep.
Can you give? And actually, before you make the roll,
Yep.
the current problem is the gate, correct?
No, the welder is the one that I'm looking for. I imagine I hear through rules and I look at everyone that the problem is a welder, and I'm guessing I would trigger as well that a welder is a really hard thing to get a hold of.
Yes. Okay. So the welder.
Yeah.
Make a roll. 9.
So I get the name and location, but somebody else also learns the name and location.
Take the problem and solution. Name of a
What did they
person who
need?
can
What
help you with their best. You tap into this maelstrom, and the world recedes from around you, and you sort of
I love this
Like-
bit.
in a world of shadows, and you really have no idea what's going on, and you see this welder, this electronic welder, and it's a big good looking piece of machinery. and you start to you walk up and grab this, and you're holding it in your hands, and you look on the sides of it, and it just says D. Richards, and then the world collapses around you.
Who else receives this information?
But am I right that that's not technically enough, because that's just a description of the item. I actually learned the location of the item. On a 7 to 9, you get the name and location.
Right.
The person who can help you with your current problem. The person. Okay, so, let's retcon that a bit. You're in your world of shadows. You go up, and as you grab the welder, you were like thrown down from a bird's eye view of the city, and you like go down through the city and land in front of this like store that has all these bunkers. It's like a bunker. It's got full barred windows, a huge barred door, and it looks like it's fortified to all hell. And you walk up towards the door, and the door opens, and the person's just like, a man opens the door, and he's kind of he's like smiling. He's got really small black glasses on, like Ozzy Osbourne type glasses,
Hell yeah.
and he's got kind of like grayish brown hair, but it's balding, and he's really, really thin. And he opens up the door, and then as you see, like, he's got a big name tag on, and it says D. Richards. And you would know exactly where that building that you just went down to is, because you saw it from bird's eye.
Yep.
And I'm tempted to cliffhanger it there.
Yeah, we should take a break right here because it's the second hour.
I just want to say before,
Yes, go ahead.
yeah, I haven't said it. There were no survivors or anything like that, no? Or were there any on the...
You're the goddamn medic, you tell us.
I guess I was gonna be-
Well,
gonna be-
depending on what you class survivor as, I mean,
I mean,
the
is
two
anyone like...
guards, the three guards died. The sheriff didn't get hit, and the quarantine got hit and survived.
Okay. So I'm just, I cannot do anything for the others. No.
A good funeral service would be nice.
Yeah.
Time
And
to fire up the oven.
Okay.
As the commotion has settled now, I just, I mean, I'll motion to quarantine if he wants to. He can come in and we can tend further to his wounds. That's all.
Sure, I'll do that.
Then to the infirmary.
Yeah, I will do that.
Let's take a break here and we'll continue on with other actions after.
Sure.
So I guess
Don't leave me stuck in the maelstrom. Don't leave me there.
DM.
We have been going for quite a long time though, right?
We've
Yeah,
been going on
it's been
for
3
2
hours, right?
hours. No, it's 2 hours and
started at 9
about
though.
10 minutes, 20 minutes.
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. It started at
We've been
No.
going for 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
been my stream
Started
set.
at
We've been
9.
going on for we
your
are.
stream
Yeah.
stopped at one point.
Shut down.
Yeah.
Oh yes, you are right.
So it's
Yeah.
3 hours and something.
So you wanna finish up here?
It's a good
I don't
cliffhanger.
mind.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
we should just chip bang right here.
Yeah, then thank you everybody for watching. Tune in next Wednesday for the resolution of this cliffhanger and to see how Wasteland 2110 goes. Let's do, if anybody wants here to do any kind of shoutouts or say anything before we end it.
No. Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it was interesting. First time I ever played, and I knew about it the first time I ever played it. So it was quite interesting, quite different than usual
It's a very
playing.
strange system to run. I
Yeah,
can tell you that.
yeah, it's
I
quite
bet it
it's
must be
different.
strange
It's
to
not-
play.
It's different, but it's interesting.
Especially when your character's not there, it's really hard.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really
that's what I was thinking. How do I get you more in the game?
Oh, that's easy. Just let us know where
So,
he is.
Turn the radio on and I'm there.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
on the
Nice.
radio.
Yeah.
Thank you
Well.
for watching.
As the character levels up, there's more opportunities.
Okay.
to be
Simon,
involved,
finish your sentence.
Yeah, just thank you for those that tuned in. I don't know how many tuned in. I don't think there was too many, but thank you anyway if you watched just a segment of it. Appreciate it, and make sure to watch us next time.
Yes.
please. Do that.
Yeah. If you've enjoyed it, please press that follow button. We are but a starting stream, and appreciate all the help that can be found and the support. And anyway, bye bye. See you guys next Wednesday.
I will speak.